What's good, everybody? So, today, what I'm going to do is I am going to budget out my next check here. One of the most important things that I like to do is just make sure that I take a calendar. Now, this calendar, I got this off of Amazon, and I wanted a desktop calendar because I wanted it to be big enough where I would have to see it on the regular. But this allows me to know exactly what dates everything needs to be paid on. Making sure that I have the dates right for any type of item that needs to be paid will definitely make budgeting a lot better. So, again, I got this from Amazon and it is extremely helpful. So, that's going to be the first step here. I'm going to go through and I'm going to add all of my subscriptions and important things that need to be paid onto my calendar. The amounts that you will see me add on my calendar will be for the full month. So although I break them up bi-weekly, a lot of my payments, you're going to see me add the full amount onto this calendar. That way I avoid any accidents, maybe thinking that something doesn't cost as much. So I don't want to make that mistake. So I'm going to put the full amount on here that everything is for. So on the first, of course, rent. And my rent actually went up. So that's going to be $1,130. However, I always add a few dollars for fees, so $1,135. And then on the third, I have Amazon Ring, and that's $4.31. And then I have my phone bill, which is due on the 4th. And that's $56.99. And then I have car Wi-Fi on the 5th, and that's $20.05. And then on the 8th, we have Philo TV, and that's $26.99. Also on the 8th, I have a credit card that's due. That's the statement closing date. And it's important that you know your statement closing date as opposed to your the your minimum payment amount due date, because you do want to make your minimum amount due on that date that it's due. However, your statement closing date is the date that it will report to the credit bureau. So that's why that's important. 11 is payday. Definitely important to know your payday. And then we have on the 13th, Kindle Unlimited. I'm a big reader, so you will always see Kindle Unlimited on my bills along with Audible. What are you guys currently reading? I love a good book. Then I have Chat GPT. I definitely utilize Chat GPT a lot. I am a project manager, so it definitely comes in handy when I'm trying to put together a quick meeting invite and just looking for the right words to say, that kind of thing, just trying to keep it professional. And it just also allows me to be lazy and delegate. I have Hulu that I share out with my sister there. Nothing wrong with sharing, okay? Especially if it's price effective. Planet Fitness. Now, this one is a waste because I have not utilized it as of yet. I'm going to go to the gym one of these days, I promise. Then I have iCloud. I got my braces. Got to keep those teeth clean, right? Internet. affordable. Another credit card. Statement date. Life insurance. Life insurance is for me and my daughters. For me, I have term, and they have whole life. Yeah, and that was definitely a personal choice. Then I have dog insurance. This is my last month with the dog insurance and not having a dog. Cinemark. I'm definitely gonna review if the Cinemark is worth it at this time because there hasn't really been any good movies out. So it's kind of been like, oh, want, kind of thing. Utilities, Spotify. All right, so I have everything listed on here that I have to pay on the regular. And if you take a look up here, I have two colors. So I have one listed for first and one for second. And the reason that I did this is because I'm going to go through and kind of color code these items by which check that they belong on. This again helps when it's time to write out your budget. So we know that my first payday is going to be from the 11th to the 24th. So everything from the 11th down to the 24th will get highlighted in this pink. So these are all of the items I need to make sure that I take care of with the check on this date. So, and then of course I will go in with for the next check and I will color code it for that check. Now, I'm not going to do it on this video. However, I would do the November calendar as well and go through and highlight with this same color, which would basically include rent, Amazon Ring, phone bill, car Wi-Fi, Philo, and TV, well, Philo, TV, and Netflix. Okay, so I have this small budget book here. I also got this from Amazon. Now, I just use this here. It's just going to be used for some quick budgeting. So I'm the type of person like I like to write things out before I put them into my Excel. This just helps me to make sure I'm not making any accidents. Although accidents can be made on Excel as well, it's okay. This is just something that I prefer to do. Again, I got this on Amazon, so I'll try to include this and this calendar here on my Amazon list, and I'll put that in the summary below. So now I'm just going to go ahead and write out my budget, and this budget will extend from 10. Uh-oh. Sorry. Got me writing on the plastic. So it'll extend from 10/11 to 10/24. Okay. All right. Let me see here. All right. So let's go ahead and get started. Now, for we are going to start with the rent. I'm always going to add rent into my check, even if the first is not coming up. We're going to go ahead and budget out half of our rent, $565. Then we're going to do the internet because internet is due and internet is $62. Life insurance. Now, you will notice that I am listing things out of order. The reason that I am listing them this way is because I like to list out my most important items first, because these are the things that always need to be taken care of first and foremost before I take care of anything else. So you will see me add these utilities, and I'm gonna do $40 for this. Braces. Now, generally, I would break this braces amount up. However, I'm trying to actually pay for my braces bi-weekly. So you're going to continually see it on here until those are all paid up. Hair, $250. I have three daughters. So it does cost a good amount of money to get their hair done. And then we have household. My household does include groceries and any items that the house needs. I do budget out $600 for that bi-weekly at this time. Fuel. Now I'm going to take my fuel back down to $80. I was doing $100, but I noticed that I've been having money left over, so I can repurpose that money. Chores. My daughter's chores money come up to $105. They get $35 bi-weekly. And I'm probably going to take that down because they have not been doing their chores the best way that they could. Parking. At my job, I pay about $11.88 on 3 days a week for parking. Kids' school lunch. So I budget out about $100 bi-weekly for their school lunch to go on their school account. Car insurance. I paid up my car insurance for 6 months, but now I'm trying to get prepared to pay it up for the next 6 months. So I'm going to start saving for that, for that next 6 months, how much that amount will be. Driving lessons for my daughter and my nephew. I've been putting money aside for them to do that. And put some money on my car principal. And then I'm going to go into my subscriptions. So as you can see, kind of running out of some room here. Again, I only use this just as a, kind of like a Parker kind of thing. So this is not the main thing that I use to actually budget on. So I actually use Microsoft Excel. So I won't leave this in here, as my main source. So Kindle Unlimited, $12.95. Planet Fitness, $27.05. And then let's go over here. Just need some space. Chat GPT, $20. Peacock. For Peacock, I have the student account. Woohoo! Hulu, 16.15. iCloud storage. Anybody has had the issue with having to go up in iCloud storage because it keeps telling you don't have any type of storage on your phone? I dreaded having to go up and start spending that much on storage. I really did. And then I have my Christmas fund that I'm saving money for, so that's $300. And then my daughter's birthday, she's having a party, so I've been saving money for that. And again, I'm going to move down to this second part here. All right. Where am I? Saving for my daughter a car. So that's why it's important to me that she gets driving lessons and things like that. And then we have a cruise coming up, in which I'm saving for. That's next May. So I've been saving and paying on that for some months now. And then airline again for the cruise, I've been saving for our airline tickets. And then for my savings, I'm gonna put $230 in there. All right, and that basically covers everything that I'm going to be paying for on my next check. So we have rent, internet, life insurance, utilities, braces, hair, household, fuel, chores, parking, kids' school lunch, saving for car insurance, driving lessons, car principal, Kindle Unlimited, Planet Fitness, Chat GPT, Peacock, Hulu, iCloud storage, Audible, Christmas, my daughter's birthday, my daughter's car, cruise, airline, and savings. So that basically concludes everything that I have here for that. So let me know how you guys are coming along with your budgeting. How has it been working out for you? Is there some things that you want to do differently? Do you typically use Microsoft? I will show my Microsoft Excel. However, whenever I try to show, kind of like screen record my Microsoft Excel, it looks really blurry and it's hard to see on screen. So that's why I'm kind of doing it this way. But I also did create a mock template that I can let you guys use as soon as I learn how to turn it into a link. Auntie, oh honey, Auntie don't know how to do all of that at this time. So as soon as I learn how to, export it and create it as a link so that you guys can use, I will definitely add that. All right. All right. Talk to you guys soon.